Alright everyone, I want to welcome you back to another episode of JPublic Plays Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. And we're going to continue with the saga of the Noble Hank. Hank is in Harvest Valley, and after our last episode I ground around this area so I could kill all these stupid crystal geckos. And now we're going to carry on. Did I get the stuff down there? There's stuff down here. I don't remember if I got it or not. We're gonna... One way to find out is to look. I think I did get it. Good. So, in this area, there is a desert sorceress. If you look way up there... Yeah, she's firing magic at us. Pyromancy. And there's these guys. And there's also an incredible amount... I should probably go rest at the bonfire. I'll do that later. Of stuff to be had. Which is my main goal. And oh my god, the rumbling. I've said it before, but it's so weird playing this game with a decent set of headphones as opposed to, whoa, as opposed to the earbuds I usually play it with. Because, yeah, these guys are annoying. Their smashy attack actually has an AoE. And I just died. I don't think I've died to these guys in I don't know how long. That's what I get for trying to talk with the fight. Yeah, they're slow, they're ponderous, they're actually really easy to deal with if you do it right. Unfortunately, I'm using pokey weapons, and pokey weapons are not my forte. Also, my reflexes are all weird. I've been playing Bloodborne, which I am incredibly bad at because I am not a dodgy player. I am a block and return and use ranged attacks and all of these things you do not do in Bloodborne. Immortal words of the get good crowd, I have not gotten good. You know, I don't remember these guys being this tough. See what I mean? That thing hurts. Man, I keep on getting hit with that. You know what? Screw you. Eat magic to the face. Magic to the face. Like I said, there is a ton of crap around here. So we're going to try and get it all. Ah, crap, there's a skeleton here. Forgot about him. Burn life gem to counteract poison. Ah, great heavy soul arrow. Dragon Charm, Washing Pole. I'll go through some of these items in a second. Dragon Charm, Washing Pole. Okay, so Dragon Charm. Let's find it. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Carries poison, greatly restores HP. Nice. Better version of the Monastery Charm. What else have I gotten interesting lately? Holy crap, I have a lot of these. I should really do something with them. I should go release Strayed. But, anyway. Where is it? Okay. Stabby weapon. Great for backstabs. Decent general weapon. Two-handed weapon with lots of bleed attached to it. It's okay, I'm not a fan. No. Okay, washing pole. Washing pole is Kadana. It is your honorable Henzo steel. But it's special honorable Henzo steel. I just wasted a life gem. We'll go equip it, since I think I can. And I apologize if you hear my cat. Yeah, I'm unable to use it. But let's just switch to it. It is a very long piece of honorable Hanzo steel. It's after the legend of I don't remember his name. I know his first name is given name is Kujiro. He was basically contemporary of Musashi, and according to a lot of legends, he used a weapon like this, which is an incredibly long sword called the washing pole. He the washing pole, let me just go into my inventory and or my equipment so we can look at it. It has unbelievable dex scaling, particularly if you get it to full. But if you look down here, if I can manage my mouse properly, its durability is garbage. So that's the real problem of it. It has just garbage durability. Like, this has 45, this has 20. Not so much of a big problem now that they've fixed the durability bug, but still, that's low. I might see if I can use it now that the durability bug's gone. We'll have to see. In Dark Souls 1, a Chaos Enchanted washing pole was one of my favorite weapons. Yeah, that guy is a bit of a jerk. It's probably the first time he hasn't gotten me, and I don't know how long. So there's a bunch of these things here, and you can poison make these guys poison themselves as they come charging after you, and then you just wander away and giggle and go tee hee yo har, and then they kill themselves. In Dark Souls 1, just a second, I have to blow my nose. Sorry about that. In Dark Souls 1, they had different enchantments. There was still lightning and fire, and actually a lightning spear you got was one of the most badass weapons in the entire freaking game. But you also had magic, which wasn't that great in my opinion. It was kind of garbage. And you had Divine, which was more or less specifically designed to kill all undead. Specifically the skeletons didn't like it at all. And then you had Occult, which was actually the inverse of Divine, and I think was designed to actually kill the gods, so when you fought a couple of the godlike characters in the game, it was not great for them. And it still had raw, so different enchants. But it also had chaos, and chaos was a fire enchantment that scaled off of your humanity, because in that game humanity was basically a thing that you could build up on your character. And so you got it up to 10. They call it liquid humanity, which is basically humanity stored in your character as opposed to the humanity items you could gather. And it would be basically super powerful, and you put it on the washing pole and it was just ridiculous. So that's what I did. And for those of you who didn't notice, there's a couple things here. One, we have a Ferrous Lockstone here. Use a Ferrous Lockstone, stab the wall, and you get pretty much a useless item. Poison Bite Ring, I rarely ever use it. And we have Lugatiel. Let's talk to her.
Still on the road, are you? Sorry to have burdened you so. This is for you, by way of an apology.
And she gives us a Ring of Steel Protection +1. Ring of Steel Protection +1 improves your physical resistance.
I found my thoughts growing hazy. My memories are fading, oldest first. The curse is doing its work upon me. I am frightened. Terribly so. If everything should fade, what will be left of me? I had an older brother. We learned to fence together. He became the most decorated swordsman in all of Mirror. I never even compared to him. In fact, I never beat him. Not once. But then, one day, he was gone. Lost without a trace. Now I'm certain that he was taken by the curse. If only someone would hear my tale. My brother must have come here, too. Soon I may forget even about him. If only my brother, soon
in one of the previous meetings with her, if I had actually gone through her dialogue without rushing through it, she will take off her mask. And once she does so, you can see that she also has been cursed. Part of her face is going all undeady. Yes, technical term, undeady. And so she's, you know, not in the great way. Another guy here, make him poison himself, run away. This is Dark Souls. You know what honorable combat is for? Dead people. Another one. Oh no, he's coming after me. Whatever will I do? I know. Run away, make him kill himself. While he's killing himself, we'll go this way. Visions of Fatty refers to the fact that in New Game Plus there is a enhanced undead, those guys, those big huge guys with the dual full moon sickles here. And I believe he was there in the original game too. And here we have a very important altar. This is the altar of sunlight, where you can enter the Covenant heirs to the sun. Heirs of the Sun. I'm not going to do it now because I want to show the completion of the Way of the Blue Covenant, but I will go switch into that one. One other thing I should talk about now that I think about it is how upgrades work. For standard items, what happens is you spend... First you spend Titanite shards, then you spend large Titanite shards, then you spend Titanite shards, then you spend slabs. So what happens is, to get a level thing from +0 to +1, you go to the blacksmith. There's 3. And first you spend... You know, I've never been down here. Well, first we should kill this guy. There's stuff here. I didn't know there was stuff here. I'm gonna do something which may be silly, but neat. So what happens to get a weapon from +0 to +1? You spend 1 Titanite shard. Then to get it from 1 to 2, you spend 2. And then from 2 to 3, you spend 3. And then from 3 to 4, you spend 1 large Titanite shard. Then 2, then 3. Then 1 Titanite chunk. Then 2, then 3. And then you're all the way up to +9. And then you spend 1 Titanite slab and you get to +10. Now, this is for standard items. And it's completely unrelated to infusions. Infusions, you use the infusion stone and it just goes on or not. It's a flat property. Now, boss weapons build up based on petrified dragon bones, and so do a couple of the DLC items. And depending on the item, it's either 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is really expensive. Oh man. I hate these guys. I always die to them. And the third class of item uses Twinkling Titanite. And again, it can either be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Or 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Now, I went into this area. This is an area that is entirely optional. You don't even need to do it. Watch out for that trap. I'll show you where the thing is for it. Here's the button for it. All you get out of it is this. Another Titanite shard and a chunk soul. And the heavy crossbow with some heavy bolts. This is actually a hint for a technique to use on the coming boss. That's how you get out of there, by the way. Jump back here, run all the way back up. The coming boss, oh yeah, and I should mention it, this is sort of the transition point between Harvest Valley and Earthen Peak. So as you're screwing around here, you'll switch between them a lot. Whoa, didn't know about him. Boss of this area has a trick associated with him. Now, it's not a really needful trick. I mean, let's be honest, this boss is not very hard to begin with. And let's not get poisoned. The only reason I actually ever really use it is because, well, it's kind of funny. Okay, this, biggest waste of time in the entire game. Go through this, you have to deal with a trap to get a torch. A frickin' torch. Hello, kitty. Yes, hi, kitty. You see these? They're actually a really important hint for this boss. And I will equip the right gear. Actually, I think I may have it. Yeah, I do. There's a trick you can do with this boss. Using those arrows. How many of those do I have? I'm gonna go human. I'd like to summon someone. But anyway. See how you hit that and this guy falls? Oh, good, there's two Sunbros here even. They're called Sunbros because Solaire from Dark Souls 1, it was the same Covenant that did the same thing. And, so everybody called them Sunbros because, well, everybody liked Solaire. And, so the name is carried on. I'm only going to bring in 2 because you don't really need that many. I'm only doing it to get the things. And I like how they're all wearing the red glow around their eyes. That means they're wearing the red eye ring. Weird. Didn't fall. There we go. And there we go. Weird. Yeah, things we absolutely don't need. We are going to destroy this guy. And thank you guys. You are awesome. Yeah, so up above you see these pots. You shoot them with an iron arrow or a heavy bolt, and the undead inside fall towards the ground. The boss's reaction to that is to go eat them. While he's eating them, you can sit there and wail on him freely. Nice little trick. So after doing that, we wander up here, and we're now in the first Earthen Peak bonfire. Lucatiel used to sit here, actually. So I'm going to end this video here, and then I'll pick up the next one right after this point. So I will see y'all later.